This has to end, guys. Welcome, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
And welcome.
Welcome.
I don't like that podcast. It's right. We've started spooky season a little early.
And we don't care.
Just couldn't wait.
Let us live.
Let's die.
Actually, it really bothers me when people comment on like Halloween posts because I've been posting stuff.
Because it's too soon.
And they're like, it's too soon. I go, bitch, I am barely at home. So let me live and let me enjoy my Halloween spookiness.
Well, I walk in today and I'm like, it has begun. The skull sculptures are out in front of
John.
the manor. We're calling this a manor for the next month and a half.
Yes, the manor, the Haunted Manor.
The manor. This is also your first. Last time you were living here, you were just moving in. So you were moving in, decorating at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's why I am fully supportive of this influx of Halloween buying, because now you live in the manor, and
it needs to be perfect.
John's like, oh, more stuff. I'm like, last time you were moving, and now you guys are lived in here, and there are no excuses for this house to be perfect. Speaking of which, the tree.
Yes.
The tree. Oh, also, hi guys. Taya Valkyrie.
Hello. Sorry, we got ahead of ourselves. This is
AEW's favorite villain. AEW's favorite female villain. Taya Valkyrie.
Thank you. And everyone, it's our West Hollywood's hottest vampire, Bobby Blueberry.
And I will suck your blueberry juice. That's
weird.
We won't cut that, but we're going to keep it. The
tree. I have not posted really anything about the tree.
They had this tree and they painted it black. They went full crafty on it.
Full DIY. Halloween tree.
Lights, crows, and the bats were this needs bats on the walls.
Yeah.
And you took that, you ordered those bats like that.
I was literally with you and I said, bats.
And like the next day, you just sent me a picture of the bats and you took the idea of making the bats get smaller and smaller as they go up the wall. Like they're farther away.
They're flying. It's an optical illusion, creating a fantasy.
So yes, we'll put a picture of the. We always say we're going to do a picture. We're actually going to do a little picture on this
so you can see, but hopefully because I did a film how we made it and stuff so that I can do a little video.
A film.
I filmed it.
Yes.
It's a movie. It's an
Which
epic
is what?
blockbuster. The Halloween tree.
Yeah, it's starting. It feels like it's. Yes, we September and October are pretty warm, but it already feels like Halloween. I got my first pumpkin at Trader Joe's the other day, and it's time.
It rained yesterday.
And it rained yesterday.
We don't get rain.
It rained.
Rain.
Rain on me, and it was spooky rain.
Spooky rain. I know, and I walked out. I went to Jeremy's and watched some horror movies yesterday, and I walked out, and there was wetness on the ground.
I know.
And it smelled like autumn.
I know. It's like yesterday, around
and
6
trash.
o'clock, you could just feel, when you can feel it's going to rain.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night we went and ate at the Abbey, and it rained on our way home. And we had groceries. We're walking, and David's like, "It's raining." I was like, "We just did this in Miami. We're
running the rain, David.
We're rainmen." So,
but yes.
I just love that feeling. It felt like autumn.
Yeah.
When you have that rain feeling in the air and the spookiness.
You can smell it.
And you can smell it. And we say, how soon is too soon for Halloween? No. But I do believe there is too soon for Christmas, because you can't start Christmas until Halloween's over.
Yes. There's a whole transition that will occur on November 1st.
You can skip Thanksgiving.
I don't.
You can skip Thanksgiving and Christmas. Also, the colors are ugly.
Ugly. And also, we have Canadian Thanksgiving.
When's that?
That is the second week of October.
Oh, that's too soon. That just collides too much with Halloween.
No, but it's okay because
both Thanksgivings can be ignored.
I think that the Canadian Thanksgiving is better because you're not doing two turkey dinners so close together.
Oh God! Also, turkey. Turkey.
No, not for you.
I mean, turkey's fine. I do. My favorite thing. Actually, I'll say my favorite Thanksgiving things for Thanksgiving. Right now, it's Halloween, and this.
It's about candy corn and small miniature chocolate bars.
Yum. But today, our theme, we're going to be doing the theme of today, which when we talked about it, we're like, yes.
Why, yes.
Do we even have to plan anything for this thing? This thing we're talking about some of our favorite
Villains.
the best villains of all
Yes,
time.
we're going to have some discussions about villains in film and television.
Because why don't you just tell us? I know you have a definition there in your notes because she's got the plans.
These are also our new cards. They're bigger.
Ooh.
They came in the mail, yes.
Tell us what
About
villain
a villain.
is.
Okay, so a villain is a character in a film, novel, or play whose evil actions or motives are important to the plot.
Also in real life. They can
And
also
yes.
not just be.
Yes, that is very true.
Yeah.
Many a villain walk this earth. To be a villain is to be a wicked,
Wicked.
unprincipled person who opposes the hero and causes harm, often acting self-serving and ruthlessly to achieve their goal.
Correct.
Says the internet.
Says the internet. I took script writing, and of course, learn all of the character archetypes: the hero, the trickster,
Yes.
the wise
Man,
sage,
woman, person.
Yeah. And of course, most important to any story is a villain.
Yes.
And I was saving this to tell you in the pod, but we had to do presentations, break into groups, and everybody had to do presentations of the archetypes, and of course, I was villain. And we had to give 3 examples of villains throughout cinema history.
Who are your 3?
You're going to love this.
Okay.
Because we picked 3. And I go, you guys, we should touch on genres. All 3 genres. So we picked Darth Vader, one of the most famous villains of all time. For the epic space opera that is Star Wars. Then we picked Michael Myers, horror, and these are classic villains.
Yep.
And then we did Regina George from Mean Girls, which is a comedy. But, again, it's like, all black, and then someone who's in all pink, which shows that villains can come in any shape, size, color. They can be...
They're chameleons. They're
chameleons.
Yeah,
and
blend in sometimes.
One of the things is like what makes a good villain is something... Also what makes the audience really find a good villain is like when you humanize the villain a little bit. Like Darth Vader becomes his father. You're like, oh, there's a part of the humanity in him.
Yes.
Regina George, there's a big moment. I don't know if do you know when they humanize Regina George? There's one line she says in the movie where you hear her be a human.
No, but you're going to tell me.
I am going to tell you. It's when she goes up to her girlfriends at lunch and they go, you can't sit with us. And she goes, these pants are all that fits me right now. And it's really
That's actually very true.
It's really sad almost. And you really see the villain. You see a human side of the villain.
Yes. Actually, we had a discussion about this last night because one of the movies that we watched was Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh, we didn't talk about this last week talking about movies that you watch to get you in the mood for Halloween.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus, we watch it every year. And I love Hocus Pocus 2.
So, Hocus Pocus 2, at the end, and I'm sure, come on, you guys have seen this, right? When the witches kind of float away and turn to sparkle and dust, is kind of you're seeing the human side of them.
They do humanize it, and that's another great villain.
Winnie becomes sad because her sisters are gone, and
yeah, and I do the one thing that I'd like to the first one is they're villains, but they were fun.
Yes,
they were fun. Where it's almost the thing where it's like the focus is the villain, and not the protagonist, which is not it was very rare. Usually it's all about the protagonist, the hero of the story. And Hocus Pocus is really about the villains because you have Bette Midler being Winnie and the most iconic witch, not the most iconic witch of all time.
But she is up there with the iconic witches.
Yeah, maybe the second most iconic witch of all time.
Yes. But yeah, like I feel like what you're saying too with them being comedic villains also kind of works in with wrestling because we always have, a heel is the villain of a match or a story.
So in wrestling, you call the villain
a heel.
A heel.
Yes. So I'm a heel. I'm a villain. I've been a villain 90% of my entire wrestling career.
And I bet that's fucking fun.
It's so fun.
But
also what happens, and this really happened to us on Lucha Underground because our group was, we were evil and mean and cruel, but we were fun. Yeah. And people started cheering for us because they were entertained.
I remember you telling me that you went to Mexico City for the thing, and everyone was cheering for you when you came out because you're coming back to this place you spent so much time. And it's almost like, we're not supposed to be cheering for the heel so much.
But they didn't care.
Like,
And that's
they
the
don't
thing also, is I feel like wrestling fans in general, used to be really guided into like who you're supposed to cheer for. And we still do that. But I feel like people are just more opinionated, and they go, you know what? If I like this person, I'm still going to cheer for them. Which can be a little bit frustrating in certain situations, but also it makes it fun because you have to get a little bit more creative about how to piss them off.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do think also, not just in wrestling, I think in life, we've been guided into...
love this person, hate this person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then as you get older, and maybe as just social media and things have come around, we look fondly on these villains. Jafar... Ursula, not Scar.
Yeah,
we still don't like Scar.
We don't like Scar.
We still don't like Scar.
Yes,
even though he was like the gay uncle.
Well, I feel like that's why, for example, isn't Disney World doing a villain world?
Yes, we talked about this.
Yeah, like I think it's because also as we get older, we relate to the villain.
Like I can't wait. That makes me want to go to Disneyland, to Villain Land. What a great idea!
Yeah,
because there's been so many great villains, so many icons.
And honestly, like any Disney merch, which is very rare, that I would buy is always villain related. It's never...
I'm not buying a Little Mermaid shirt. I'm
buying
buying an Ursula shirt.
I have an Ursula shirt.
Yeah, I thought Melissa McCarthy was amazing too, by the way.
And you know who else John pointed out? We were talking about this obviously last night. He thinks that Cruella de Vil is one of the best Disney villains.
I agree, especially the original.
The original cartoon Cruella.
Because she just wants to kill puppies for a coat.
Yeah,
that's fucking
horrible.
Awesome. That's amazing.
But it's so villainous. You know, like how many movies you're like, the dog can't die, don't hurt the dog, don't hurt the dog. Yeah. And there's a cartoon that came out, I don't remember what year, but...
No, you couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell me. And it was literally talking about skinning puppies for a coat.
For a coat. I mean, you think about Scar, who wanted to
rule
the kingdom, and my brother is the one who's the rightful heir. There's kind of more of like a Shakespearean thing to that. Whereas Cruella just wanting a fur coat.
She's just a fashion queen.
There's like no justification for it.
Yeah.
But also we talk about this, Cruella. We love Cruella the movie.
Live action.
That was well done.
I'm obsessed.
I also really liked Maleficent, the live action.
Yes.
And they humanized both of them a lot in this, and
absolutely
else there
telling their story from a different angle, from their own angle.
Gave them a villain to fight.
Yep.
And I almost don't correlate the Cruella with Emma Stone with the same Cruella. It's just kind of a retelling, a different one.
Yeah.
Of that, and because again, fashion queen. But God, it was amazing.
It was so good.
Oh, it's so good.
It's very good. I hope they have another one. Do you think I feel like they had discussed
they're supposed
it.
to.
Yeah, they're supposed to have Cruella too.
And I would just love to see it.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I thought Emma Stone killed it in
Absolutely.
that role.
I mean, I had the jacket made after that one.
Yeah, you worked for the Met episode.
I worked for the Met episode. Everyone go back and watch it if you haven't seen it.
Or listen. You don't have to watch.
Whatever.
You gotta listen.
So since it is Halloween.
Yes.
And we are going to focus a little bit on horror villains today.
So we're going to start with horror. We'll do some
genres. We're going to talk about things.
Let's start with horror.
Yes, because I think this is going to be very interesting. So a horror villain, we all know, the ones that we love to hate or horrible and, scare us in our dreams.
The Jigsaws.
Yes, an antagonist in a horror story whose primary purpose is to terrify the audience and challenge the protagonist, often represents a universal fear, which I agree with. It's like the monster under the bed.
Yes.
What's in this creepy woods.
Yes.
Ghosts.
Possession.
Yes.
Demon. Because we're talking about what website says is the most famous villain of all time?
Entertainment Weekly. I'll get to that. So you're jumping ahead again.
I always
Bobby.
But that just makes me want to think, because I think of actually the ultimate villain, the number one villain, the villain of all villains that people often don't think about because it's more ethereal than anything, is Hades. Greek mythology.
Yes.
Hades, the devil, is like literally the incarnation of all that is evil, and everything we're about to talk about, I guess, spawns from Satan. So that would maybe me saying
be the
Hades, the devil, is the ultimate villain of all time.
I can agree with
You
that.
could agree with that.
Yes, and Entertainment Weekly had like a ranking of like the top 25
Sure.
television
They love a
horror
ranking.
movie villains,
Yeah.
and they had Dracula as number one as being the most iconic of all time.
Dracula.
Which I honestly I thought about it because I was like, but then vampires.
All vampires.
Iconic.
He's the vampire. of
He's
all
the vampire. He's the daddy vampire.
Which makes me think of in that same vein, which I wonder where she laid in this list, is the Wicked Witch of the West.
She was not on the list,
How could she not be the most famous?
but it was
witch
horror.
Okay.
It's a horror list, remember. So it's
Okay.
not just like villains in general, because I think she is, clearly one of the most iconic
Absolutely, the Green Witch.
villains. Right.
The Green Witch, that pointy hat.
Yes.
Who was, inspired generations and generations
Of witch costumes.
Witches, witch costumes. Every Halloween.
Yes.
And then now we're getting more wicked.
More
More
Wicked coming up.
More wicked.
So here are
Halloween
some types
costumes.
of villains. And
Yes.
we have monsters,
No.
Frankensteins,
Right.
Godzillas, things like
Yes,
that.
werewolves.
Yes.
Yes.
But they actually were in a different category.
Werewolves
They were
are?
put in a different category. Yes. So and then there's human killers, so serial killers, psychopaths.
My favorite.
Yes, often in slasher movies. Your favorite.
My favorite.
The supernatural, such as demons.
Okay, is that where werewolves are?
No.
No. Okay. But supernatural.
So that's like demon possession kind
And
of
of course,
stuff.
there is bleeding in between all of these.
Yes, of course. This is just like,
Because vampires could be demons. Vampires could be human killers almost in a way. Vampires could be...
they could fit in a lot of
Supernatural.
different things. Yeah. So then you go to animalistic or bestial.
Oh, well,
it's where
there's
you go like the
werewolves.
werewolf, the mutated creatures,
Bleh.
creature from the Black Lagoon, kind of thing.
Shape of Water.
Yes. He wasn't really like,
He wasn't.
was
How about the
nice.
thing from Pan's Labyrinth?
yeah, that.
With the hands, the eyes.
And then we go to possessed individuals or objects.
Oh, Exorcist.
The Exorcist, controlled by a malevolent entity like The Exorcist or The Conjuring or Annabelle, because it's
Okay.
possessing
yeah.
an item.
Also,
So-
like Malignant.
oh yeah,
That's kind of a possession, but also human deformity.
yeah, and that's the thing. I feel like there's like
there's cross between all of them.
crossover and mixes of and when people are writing scripts and making movies, there's like no limitations on how who makes the rules about
Yeah,
werewolves.
yeah.
There are no, there's lore.
Who said who?
Who says that the
Werewolf-
werewolf can't all of a sudden have wings and fly away? Like
Because also
you could.
werewolf is very much they say there's only a certain amount of story archetypes,
Mm-hmm.
and werewolf is Jekyll and Hyde. The self versus self.
Yes.
The animal side,
And the
versus
human
the
side.
human side, the controlled side. And then you
Yes.
realize in the end you are both very abracadabra, Lady Gaga. That whole show
Facing herself,
was
dancing in front of herself.
mayhem versus, and you have to realize that you are both.
Yes. So I went into kind of a list of some of the most iconic horror movie villains,
Great.
and we are going to play a little game.
Ooh, a game. We haven't played a game in a long time.
Yes,
We have
and
to
that's
bring
why I
back
have
our
a
game.
pen here because we're gonna have to, and we're gonna debate some of this.
We're going to do some brackets.
We are doing some brackets.
Ooh.
So I'll just quickly say who is involved.
Okay.
Jason Voorhees, obviously from Friday the 13th, Michael Myers, Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, Pennywise, Chucky, Jigsaw, Hannibal Lecter, Pazuzu, which is the Exorcist, and also the demon that people think live in La Boo-Boos,
Winnie here.
Zimamos, Pinhead.
Ew.
Yeah, I always forget about him. Hellraiser,
too.
like he sucks.
I don't like
Jaws,
him. Oh.
Ghostface, and Dracula, and Norman Bates. I deep dove.
Okay. So these,
deep dove.
how many are there in that?
So it's gonna be 7 brackets.
7 brackets, so 14.
Yes, but we're gonna go quickly through them.
Great. Let's do
Okay,
it.
so I tried to put certain people and creatures and things together that made sense, and I also just didn't want to you can't put just Jason versus Michael Myers off the bat. Like that's
No, I agree.
so I had some reasoning, and if
There's also a movie.
it's
There's already a movie about those two.
yeah. So let's start off right away with Jason versus Pinhead.
Jason versus Pinhead. So Pinhead from Hellraiser and Jason from Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Is it crazy that I think Pinhead would win?
I feel like Pinhead would win because he is less human.
He's like more powers.
He had like mystical, like powers and the devil and
I
like
think I'm going to give it to Pinhead.
You think? I think I kind of agree with you because Jason is a slasher character,
And
obviously.
couldn't you just do magic, go poof, you're gone?
Yeah, he could.
I also, this is something I don't like, and I know we're going to go through this quickly, but like the first couple of, let's say, Jason, Friday the 13th and Halloween's, that they're kind of fightable, and then they become, as the movies go on and they came out with more movies, they became ethereal, like indestructible. Like you could shoot
100%.
Jason in the body, and they just come back.
So then it's like they've increased their powers.
They've increased their powers, and it's not supposed to be about powers. The original Friday the 13th, no, the other one. Halloween is the whole like babysitting horror.
Yeah.
Is the calls coming from inside the house. And then it became something else.
Yes, because and I have enjoyed the new Halloweens that have come up over the
I did too. I really
years.
like the last.
But I completely agree with you that these slasher characters, which are more human, are just basically those psychopaths.
Where
right?
Hellraiser was never human.
No.
So I'm giving it to Hellraiser.
All right.
Bracket 1, Hellraiser wins.
Pinhead. All right. Now next, we have Michael Myers versus Pazuzu. So now I'm like...
Michael
So it's
Myers.
the possession of someone.
I'm actually going to give it to Michael Myers.
Okay.
Because possession, they just strapped that little girl to a bed and she threw up all over the place. And Michael Myers killed people.
Stabbing. Lots. And as we just said, he did increase apparently in his magical powers.
He did increase some powers, and I think I'm gonna give that one to Michael Myers.
All right.
Because all you need is a priest and some rope, and you beat Pazuzu.
Also, and this is like, going into the
Can't
possession.
believe Pazuzu just lost, and I'm wearing this shirt. I'm wearing an Exorcist shirt.
They always say when you read about possessions, and you even see it in movies, and they reiterate it. They talk about how like a demon will latch onto someone who is not very powerful, who is depressed or broken, or you know what I mean. And so it's a lot of times it's like a sick child or a mother or like what I mean.
It's a Chucky doll punt situation.
Yeah, but like that's what I mean.
Bed.
It's like Michael Myers is kind of an entity on himself, and I feel like.
Yep. So, do we agree? Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Okay.
All right.
Bracket
next
2.
up.
Michael Myers.
And I put these two next to each other because I found that I do think that they have similarities.
Okay.
Leatherface. Versus
Leatherface from
Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Norman Bates of Psycho. Both with crazy mothers.
Oh. Well.
A weird mother and son, mama's boy shit.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Leatherface.
Also Leatherface.
Because also he got that bus full of people with a chainsaw.
He's
and
also
Norman Bates first of all, he dressed in his mom's clothes and he was pretty
small,
gangly
and small, and that's like because Leatherface has always been like 6'7", giant, scary presence, and also ultra strong.
Yeah,
and if they were just having an arm wrestling match, Norman Bates is going down, his arm's getting broken.
Yeah, he could crack just real quick.
All right,
also,
Leatherface.
We did say that last week when we talked about Drew Barrymore dying in the beginning of Scream. We forgot to mention that Psycho, having the main character die halfway through the film, was very iconic and nobody saw it coming.
Yep. Okay. All right, next up. Hannibal Lecter.
Ooh, blah, blah, blah.
Versus, and I think Hannibal Lecter is one of the scariest human villains in horror. Versus Jigsaw.
Ooh, good. This is a good one. Jigsaw versus Hannibal Lecter.
Both human, both psychotic, but Hannibal, I feel, was doing the killing and things for himself, whereas Jigsaw had other people do it.
Yeah, Jigsaw had other people do it.
He's a little bit of a bitch, I think.
So
he's gross.
As much as I hate this, I think I'm gonna give it to Jigsaw.
What?
Because I think Hannibal Lecter killed people and it was a genius.
Ate their brains.
But I think Jigsaw would have been 3 steps ahead. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, even though I feel like Hannibal Lecter was a highly intelligent psychopath.
Yeah. First of all, he still got caught.
He did.
He got caught.
And Jigsaw just kept slithering away like you in the infinity pool.
Ew, yeah. I hate this. And I hate it. I hate that it's going to be Jigsaw for me.
Okay.
Do you see?
I see both sides of it. I mean, I'm a huge Hannibal
I agree.
Silence of the
and
Lambs,
he
such an
also-
iconic
He
film.
might be. Was he the first person to win Best Actor for playing a horror villain? Like
Oh, the Silence of the Lambs, I know for sure, won Best
it won
Picture.
it won the 5, the top 5, which is very rare.
And I remember
It won Best Director, Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Screenplay.
yeah, it was.
Those are the big 5.
And I was too young to know what the subject of this movie was.
Sure.
And I remember that I asked my mom if I could see it, and she goes, "No, why?"
yeah.
And I go, "Well, lambs. I love sheep."
No. I saw a little skull on that butterfly moth on the thing, and I go, oh boy. I don't know. I'm giving it to Jigsaw because Hannibal Lecter, yes, he killed people, but I think Jigsaw's just to be ahead. I think Hannibal Lecter would think he'd kill someone, and then all of a sudden
Jigsaw
the
was
lights would
ahead
turn
of
off.
everyone.
That's the thing.
Always.
The lights would turn off, and they'd be like, "Now that you killed that person, do you want to play a game?"
Yeah.
I've had this set up for months.
You just got here.
You just got here.
All right.
Jigsaw. Ooh, I hate that he won.
All right, here we go. Freddy Krueger versus Ghostface.
Ooh. Toe to toe. I mean, Freddy Krueger, I guess, because he had powers.
He has powers, whereas Ghostface was just...
And this is Freddy Krueger from Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Ghostface from Scream. Mm-hmm. Again, Ghostface is also... Is Ghostface ahead of everybody else? I don't know.
No.
No, I just think they're hiding.
Yeah.
So I'm
I'm gonna go with Freddy. I'm gonna go with Freddy too.
Freddy Krueger. It also depends on the Ghostface. It's like Debbie Salt, who is such a good Ghostface. Debbie
Yes.
Salt, do you know who that is?
Yes.
Scream 2. Mm-hmm. God, she was so good.
Freddy wins
My
this
motive
round.
is good old-fashioned revenge. Also, I think we should note all these are males.
There's that.
And that goes to show you society.
All right. Well, actually,
Serial killers are men!
also, well, now you're gonna have to take that back.
Why? Is there a new one?
We're gonna keep going here. Hold
Oh,
on.
God.
Jaws
As a shark, and we don't know if that's male or female.
Yeah, we don't know.
Okay.
versus Chucky. Are they on land or are they in the sea?
Jaws.
So many questions.
Jaws wins.
And I was like, John and I were discussing this, and I said, well, what if Chucky's riding the shark?
No.
And John goes, I don't think Jaws gives a shit about a tiny little stabbing from a tiny little doll.
Yeah, I don't think that because we want to fight Chucky, we just kick him across
Yes,
the room.
I think I said that last episode that if I fought Chucky, I'd beat his ass.
Yeah, but also the only upside that Chucky has is that Chucky, Jaws wouldn't even. It's like not even. He's not going to eat Chucky. That's fucking cotton. That's stuffed. That's stuffed pillow.
He wants flesh.
That's a stuffed pillow.
He wants flesh.
But Cindy, that's bones.
He wants some meat.
Yeah.
He wants steak.
Jaws.
Jaws. All right.
Jaws.
And the last one,
Okay.
Pennywise.
Ooh, Pennywise from It.
Yes. Versus Dracula.
Ooh, Pennywise versus Dracula from all movies.
Vampires.
From Buffy versus Dracula, season 5, episode 1. Pennywise versus Dracula. Okay, first of all, Pennywise with the one with Tim Curry. I watched that growing
The original?
up. That was terrifying. This new one, I was like, not as
I think
scary
it's
to me.
quite. I think the new ones are quite good. There's actually now like a origin story series coming
Yeah,
out.
Welcome to Derry.
Yeah, which I'm very excited.
I'm
about.
excited too about that. I just don't. I think I'm gonna give it to Dracula because he's like thousands of years old.
I literally was gonna say Dracula's the OG,
Dracula.
and he has magic, just like Pennywise has magic.
Bat. Turn into a bat.
Turn into a bat,
Just
fly away,
because. I would do it all the time.
get out of that sewer.
So yeah.
He said, "Little red balloon, let me poke
So
that."
how about blood?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also because Dracula just gets one bite on Pennywise, then he's a vampire, and then he works for him.
That's right. He's a boss.
Okay, so Dracula.
Dracula. Okay. Round 2.
End of round 1.
End of round
Let's
1.
put up the brackets. Pew, 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 pew.
Pinhead versus Michael Myers.
Pinhead versus Michael Myers. Well, I think Pinhead.
You still think
I
Pinhead?
think so. I need to rewatch Pinhead, Hellraiser.
All right.
I don't know. Do you agree?
It's going back to that human versus...
Yeah. Human versus ethereal. Okay.
All right. Leatherface versus Jigsaw.
Oh, no. Leatherface versus Jigsaw.
Yeah. I feel like if Jigsaw like set up a gay want to play the game for
Leatherface?
for Leatherface, that Leatherface would just be confused and then just like murder everyone.
Leatherface, then. I agree. I think Leatherface is too stupid to play the game.
Yes.
And therefore, that's how he wins the game.
And also,
twist.
if he finds Jigsaw, who's a withering
Old
man,
cancer patient, and that was the whole thing. I have cancer.
he's
so you
yeah,
have
he
to
was
die.
he was always sick in every episode.
He's always sick.
He was always sick.
Jigsaw was always sick.
He always
if
has a
Leatherface
cold.
Just waited it out, he would have died from common
Disease.
cold.
Okay, Leatherface. Okay.
Okay,
Sorry, Jigsaw, you're out.
Jigsaw's out.
Freddy versus... Did I do this right? Yes, 1, 2, yeah. Freddy versus Jaws.
Freddy versus Jaws. I guess Jaws is gonna. It's not like Do Sharks Dream. They don't stop moving. I don't know. Because it's not like what is he gonna go? You're kind of powerless against a shark.
Yeah.
Jaws beats Freddy.
Because if Freddy's in the water going...
Jaws goes
Snacks.
snacks.
Burnt snacks.
Ew. Toasted marshmallow.
Okay, Jaws.
Okay.
So, now we are going to go Pinhead versus Dracula.
Ooh, go. This is good. Mm-hmm. I think Dracula.
Vampires?
Can he...
But...
Oh, but Pinhead, I don't know. First of all, I don't know if he bleeds. Second of all, can he be turned into a vampire? Dracula has weaknesses. Crosses, vampire state.
Garlic. The sun.
How did the sun... Can't even go out during the day. How does... I don't remember Hellraiser in the end. Like, how does he get defeated, or does he?
Well, yeah, I haven't watched it in a really long time. But it was always like had to do with that box and like the puzzle and like.
Oh, so he just has to solve a puzzle. Dracula's smart.
Dracula is smart.
Dracula's been around.
Also,
for
the
1,000.
longevity. Pinhead's a young pup.
Young buck.
A young pup, right? Isn't that the saying? A young pup.
Pinhead's a young pup. Dracula takes it because he could solve the puzzle.
All right, Dracula.
Oh wow.
And now we have Leatherface versus Jaws.
Oh.
Leatherface is taking this.
I think Leatherface is gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna make a sushi.
He's the one person here who
a Jaws
could be
sushi roll.
Yeah, I think Leatherface
Shark
might
fin
be
soup.
the only person. Shark fin soup. I think he's the only one here that could have beaten Jaws. Because he's got the chainsaw.
All right, guys, the round's over.
Okay, who's left?
The final.
The final.
The final two.
Final two, everybody. Here it goes.
Are we ready? Are we
Is
ready?
it Dracula versus Jaws?
No, Leatherface.
Oh, Leatherface.
Dracula versus Leatherface.
'Cause I
To
just thought
take it all, to take the trophy. And honestly,
Because I just thought, what about a vampire shark? That's scary.
all of a sudden how big would its fangs would be large.
Oh my god, and how many of its teeth would be fangs?
He already has, his fangs are fanging.
Oh, you're right, his fangs are fanging, but yeah, but
Does
how many
he-
of them
do they
would
become
grow?
bigger?
Yeah, they do. But this is not.
So
we
we're
don't
going to
have
write a
worry about
movie about vampire sharks.
this. Vampire sharks.
The
and,
vampi-
and the billionaire. And the billionaire SeaWorld trainer.
Fisherman's wife.
Yes.
I don't know. So yeah, Dracula versus Leatherface. What do we got?
Dracula versus Leatherface. Oh, okay. Entertainment Weekly might be right about
I
this.
know.
Dracula, I think, beats Leatherface.
I 100% agree. So entertainment.
So Entertainment Weekly and the collaboration with the I Don't Like That
Podcast.
has decided
That Dracula is king.
Dracula is king of the villains.
King of the villains.
Wait, can we throw in a wrench here?
Okay.
The Wicked Witch versus Dracula. She just came out of nowhere. She flew in. And
And she says, I can go out in the sun.
Does she tan?
She's are just green all
Does the
year.
Wicked Witch tan? Dracula does not tan.
Dracula wears a lot of sunscreen.
So here comes the Wicked Witch going, boys, you all fought each other. Now I'm coming in.
I think Dracula would still take her.
Because he would just bite her.
And
but
turn her...
But also, isn't he susceptible to fire? I think
I
at
think
least
it just...
on Buffy, fire can
I think
kill
it just
vampires.
depends what type of vampire we're dealing with. And if we're
Tie. It's a tie between the Wicked Witch and Dracula. They actually get married.
Oh my God, they're little witchy Dracula.
Pale green. They're like
mint green.
We decided. In the Showdown of Villains, we have decided that the Wicked Witch of the West and Dracula get married and have mint green children.
Yes. Why, yes.
That's
and
the only conclusion we can come to.
Of the Wicked Witch's her genetics, you know, they all now they're
go in the sun.
morphed like X-Men, and they can go in the sun.
They can go in the sun, and they can bite people.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you guys!
Oh my God, this is pretty scary.
Scariest thing. Speaking of Jesus Christ, did you see Dracula 2000?
A long time ago.
Long time ago. Do you remember? I remember watching that movie. I loved what they did with Dracula. Do you remember what the twist was at the end?
No.
Dracula was Judas Iscariot. That Judas, who betrayed Jesus, another famous villain in one of the most famous stories of all time.
Lady Gaga sings about.
Who Lady Gaga sings about. That Judas betrayed Jesus with the kiss. And then he went to go hang himself, because that's what happens in the Bible, Judas. And Judas becomes Dracula because he's allergic to silver, which is the silver he paid. He was paid to betray Jesus. Crosses hurt him. Something about the daylight, all this stuff. I was like, they
wrapped it all with a nice bow for you.
Whoever thought of that, I go, that was so smart. That the original vampire is Judas, and
crazy.
he's allergic to all these like religious stuff.
For reasons. They actually have a reasoning behind them.
And all just like really fit. I thought that was so genius. So yeah, I don't know if you remember that Dracula 2000, guess what year that came out.
I'm going to add that to the list of things that I need to watch, because I still need to watch The Faculty. Have you watched any horror movies this week?
Have I watched any horror? Kind of.
What?
I started watching The Pit. And let me tell you, it's gory. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, because it's hospital.
Gory. It's horror hospital, but I'm like, the girl got her leg crushed by a train.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Me and David are just watching the whole thing with our hand in front. And then I'm like, I work in film. I used to do production design. And every time, they're like, let's put the incision. And then I go, don't show the cut. They're going to show the cut. And they show the cut and the camera going in. And I go, we're in the living room and I'm going, it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's all fake. None of this is real. They made this. And that does make me feel better. That does make me feel better.
You take yourself out of the fantasy.
Have I started? I know I almost put on American Horror Story, the Coven, the other day, but I don't know. I just wasn't ready for it.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't started.
I started because Halloween.
Yeah.
The Manor.
Mm-hmm. The Manor.
So far I've watched Scream 1, Scream 2. Mm-hmm. The Conjuring.
Oh.
I said it right.
She said it right.
I said it right, guys.
You guys.
Hocus Pocus 2.
Yes.
And 2 new films, which I actually really enjoyed.
Oh, yes.
Clown in a Cornfield.
Oh, you told me to watch that.
Told you to watch that. Kayla also watched it. We discussed it the other day when we had lunch. She agreed. It was so surprising. I thought it was going to be really campy. Like, there's some horror movies that came out over the recent years where are kind of like these parody, campy, over the top, like the killing, like it's the Winnie the Pooh that's the murderer and stuff like that. I kind of thought it was in that genre, in that kind of category, but it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It was surprisingly good. And fun. It's slasher, lots of blood.
We do love
You'll love
fun.
that. And this one, which came completely unexpectedly, Dangerous Animals.
Huh. I don't know that
I found it on Prime. It came out this year. It takes place in Australia, and it has to do with sharks. I don't want to give it away. But the guy who is the villain character in the movie, I hated him so much. I said he is first of all, a great actor, because he made me fucking hate. I was like, I hate this guy. Dangerous Animals.
Oh, you know what that makes me think of?
So go watch it.
You want to talk about good villains? Mm-hmm. Okay, the movie Ghost. You know Ghost.
Yes, of course.
Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore.
Of course.
And President Fitz from Scandal.
Yes.
He is such a good villain. You want to talk about hating somebody? Oof. That was a movie you watched, and I was like, I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
I hate that guy. And it's almost like to see him be President Fitz. I'm like, he was such a good villain. It like made you just like watch this person forever and be like forever villain, you know,
Yeah.
almost kind of you categorize that actor was so good in their role that you're like, you're always a villain to me.
Yeah.
And Ghost is another, is it a Halloween movie? I don't know. It's a love story, but it's so good.
I feel like it could categorize as a Halloween movie. It
It
has
goes. It's a
elements.
Ghost. And also Whoopi Goldberg in that movie.
And no one makes the rules, guys. No one makes the rules.
Whoopi Goldberg in that movie is so
Iconic.
good. She's like, I apologize when she's talking to him. She's like, apologize. Okay, well then I'm just gonna leave. And he's like, I'm sorry. And she goes, he's apologized. he's apologized.
I need to rewatch that one. I haven't seen it in a long time. But you
she's
know I'm going to be
amazing in
sharing
it.
all my horror movie recommendations and what I'm watching. So you better get on that.
I know, yeah, I do. I will. I
Get
promise.
on it.
I will get on my horror
So
movie watching.
one thing we discussed the other week, I can't remember if it was last or whenever it was, is your fear and hate for zombies.
I don't like zombies. I mean,
And zombies are villains in
yeah, that's what. Yeah, but that
In
categorizes
movies.
in. But it's like it's not just supernatural. Sometimes it's a virus.
yeah.
Sometimes.
And this is something I discovered because I was kind of looking into zombies because John and I got on this. We've been talking a lot about film and characters and
Yeah,
things like that.
please, my favorite
we
thing.
love it. We love it. About zombies and how like different types of zombie, how many there are, and like he's like, well, who would win a
Zombie off?
like what's that movie? War Z.
World War Z, those are the ones. Those
Yeah.
are the scariest
So
ones.
like think about that, those kind, and then you think about the ones like in The Last of Us, or you think about the classic zombies like
Last
I
of
want to
Us.
eat your brain and just
The
like
slow
walk
ones.
slowly.
The slow
Like,
ones are my favorite because I'm like,
they're just stupid.
when you're talking about good movies, Shaun of the Dead is
Yes.
so good.
Yes.
Shaun of the Dead is a comedy, horror, thriller. And what I do like about that movie and some other comedy things, even Scary Movie, there are points in the movie where you are a little scared, even though it's all comedy.
Yeah, but
I'm
it's
"Oh,
like
that's a little
it's like they
scary
sprinkle it
stuff."
in.
But they sprinkle in the actual horror of the comedy.
Yeah.
And Shaun of the Dead is a great example of just like, let's act like zombies and it works.
Yeah, it's because the classic zombie, even the zombies
And
you would see in like
they-
old cartoons
They have
and
a
things.
zombie in the backyard, and
Mm-hmm.
they're all like, they kind of like one-on-one with the first zombie, and they're almost figuring out the rules, like, and they throw the record in that.
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead is so good.
So
Scary Movie, I think, is so good too. God damn it, that movie is so.
then they're
good.
coming out with a new one, aren't
Classic.
they?
They are coming out with a new one. I hope they don't keep it PC. I hope they like just stay in that same.
I'm
pocket that
very
they're in.
curious to see how they stay true to their fans and the original, you know?
Oh, you know what I just thought of? Absolutely. You know what
Yeah.
I just thought of? I'm talking about another horror movie that you don't think about. Anaconda with
Oh,
Jennifer
yeah.
Lopez.
And that's like the creature.
Because you have the creature and you also have the guy on the boat, John Voight, who's
What's wrong with these guys on boats?
guys on boats. you
I don't like
guys.
it.
And we're looking for a guy on a boat right now so we can have a friend with a boat. But that's a different kind of thing. But have you seen the trailer for the new Anaconda that just came out?
No, but I recently saw something literally posted yesterday about like who's in it, right?
It's Jack Black and
There you
Paul
go.
Rudd. Two comedic
It's-
things. The premise of the movie is that they're trying to make Anaconda 2. And so
That's very on brand for both of them.
They go out into the Amazon or wherever it is to film Anaconda 2. They have a trained snake, but then they end up facing snakes. And I
Yeah.
love that. Something about that is a fresh take on
On the story.
doing a sequel is that they're trying to make the sequel and then they become the sequel.
And then the snakes turn into zombies.
Oh no,
Zombies.
zombie snake.
So what on that? I looked up different kind of zombies and what the definition of all this. And do you know that on zombiefandom.com they have categorized everything into 64 different types of zombies.
64 different types of zombies.
64. I feel like some of these were a reach.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, I'm not going to read all of them, but there are some that's like obviously stood out to me that I think are the ones that most people associate with the classic zombies we see in film and television today. So the generic, I want to eat your brain, slow.
Yeah, brain, yeah.
The runners.
Yeah, the runners are the worst. zombies.
Yes! World War Z is full of runners. Also, like they get in packs. Like on The Last of Us, they get in packs and they would run. Oh, I didn't like that. Voodoo zombies, which are
Oh, voodoo zombie.
given a task.
Yes, we love a voodoo zombie.
Yeah, so he's a
American Horror
worker.
Story. They're given the task to kill those girls.
Yeah.
Girls.
Crawlers.
Crawlers.
Blech.
I don't like
They don't move very fast.
I don't like that.
Brutes, so the strong ones. And there's always
Totally. There's always one that's like a super zombie.
yes,
Super
almost like a
zombie.
video game where you get to the last
Yes,
zombie and you got to
yes.
take it out before you go to the next level. Hazmat, which I feel like that is like a toxic sick zombie. Like a
Yeah.
all zombies are sick.
Yeah, I think it's like the one where it's like airborne disease. That's probably what the mask
The
is.
pores and the spores in the
Blah, blah, blah.
air.
I don't like pores.
Spores. Animal zombies.
Oh, sure. Like
Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery. Now that is a terrifying
Yes,
movie.
that is even the
fuck
new one.
that.
Screamers,
Ew, quiet.
vomiters,
Blah.
spitters.
I'll take the vomiters over the screamers though, because I just don't like loud noises. What was the last one?
Spitters.
Okay.
Hatua zombies.
Tua zombies.
Hatua zombies. Horde masters,
Horde masters.
which is like the like leader of the zombies. It kind of made me think of like, did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
Mm-hmm.
White Walkers.
The Night King.
Like the one that was like
The Night King.
the zombies north
They're
of the
all
wall.
zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was the king of the zombies.
The Night King.
Was that what he's
I
called?
think it's called the Night King.
I don't know.
The
Anyways,
Witch King.
the guy,
The frozen guy.
the frozen guy.
The guy who made a zombie dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Horde master.
Copy.
I was like White Walkers? Question mark. Yes.
Yes.
Leader of group. Radioactive.
Oh, sure.
Like-
sure.
Coming out of like where a bomb went off or like a chemical plant.
Yeah.
It's giving chemical plant.
Yeah.
Radioactive goo.
Yeah. It's
Coming out of
it's
the
giving 80s.
It's giving yes.
Very
Ninja
80s.
Turtles.
Yes.
Green slime Nickelodeon zombie.
Ooh, yeah.
So-
Ernest Scared Stupid? Never mind.
Is there zombies in that?
I don't know. I think there's pumpkins. I haven't seen it in so long. I used to love that movie, Ernest
So
Scared
like,
Stupid.
who do you think
Shout
out of like those, that list?
runners.
You still go with runners?
I don't want I don't know what you're going to ask, but the winner's the runners.
Yeah, I was like, a
And
zombie battle, who wins?
Yeah, I personally would want to go up against the classic. Whoa.
Yeah.
Do you also know that zombies is an allegory for, like, for example, like AIDS or the Black Plague? These are things. This is what makes really good villains. Is you take the monsters that we fight in everyday life and make them into this physical thing that you can fight, which is the whole premise of the show, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, is a girl in high school. And all those demons that you face in high school, every day walking down the hallways, the bullies and the things and they make them into something that she can physically fight. A great example is the third episode. It's called Witch. And the whole thing is about trying out for cheerleading practice. And one girl's trying to cheer. Her mom was the star 20 years ago. And she just is trying to live up to her mother's name. And then you find out, the twist is that the mom actually switched bodies with her daughter. And the mom is in the trying to relive her glory days.
Okay.
And it becomes something much deeper than just cheerleading. It becomes like this
Yes,
generational
and
mother thing, reliving your glory days.
And I feel like what you said also with like something that people can connect to is what going back to basically, like the original definition of what a horror movie, for example, a villain is it's like representing a universal fear that people can
Yes.
connect to. So sickness and plagues and epidemics and
but if you also you can actually go into history.
pandemics.
You can go into
Think
history
about that.
and you can go into history and see movies, the popularity of certain movies with
What's going on in the world?
with what's going on in the world, the Satanic Panic, and like this ethereal thing that you can't really fight. That's not like real. The '80s was full of like these monsters that were ethereal that you can't fight. Also, the whole babysitter thing, Michael Myers. The
And
70s,
also, I feel like
you can actually directly correlate villains and horror and actually any movie with the times that it actually
Yeah, and like the
was how it
70s and
came out
80s,
in.
like if you follow any true crime, you know that, especially Los Angeles and California, was riddled with serial killers and absolute chaos.
And a lot of summer camp movies were in the 80s. And what was very popular in the 80s?
Summer camps. Yep.
So,
Yep, I get it.
and now, you see space movies. That's another thing. Space is such a scary thing.
Space is such a scary thing. The robot stuff and cyborgs and things like that. Like, are you watching Alien Earth?
No.
Alien Earth is a new show that's come out recently that is kind of on the premise along with the movies Aliens, because Aliens also horror film.
Oh, Alien and Aliens. I mean, but they're really, especially Alien 1 is brilliant.
Yes.
Alien 2 is one of those sequels that is it better than the first one. It was also directed by James Cameron. Mm-hmm. But when you take the sequel so seriously, and also really take your time telling the story, because a lot of sequels think they have to go
Yeah.
one up, one up, one up, one up, but Aliens takes their time with the shots and the storytelling, which makes it very scary.
And like this new series is, it's
We're sharing a drink, by the way, on this pod
yeah,
right now.
he's drinking my
and
coffee.
guess what? I'm not holding the cup an inch from my fucking mouth and letting it pour in my mouth. We talked about this. Just drink out of the other person's cup.
So Alien Earth is, telling the story of the aliens and how like they got to Earth and things
pumpkin?
like. No, it's not. I don't even like pumpkin spice.
I do one pumpkin spice a year.
I can't do it.
I do one hot coffee a year and one pumpkin spice, and I put them. It's always the same when it's like a cold, rainy day.
And so on this show, I'm trying to keep you on track, Bobby.
Sorry.
They talk about like the aliens and how they came to Earth and stuff like that. And I think that it's become popular again, and they're retouching on these old stories because guess what? The world is scared of aliens, and we don't know what's going on, and space travel and AI, and just this overtaken of sci-fi like things that are happening every single day. Yeah. So it's I really haven't been enjoying the show. If you haven't watched it, you should. I think it's on Hulu.
I haven't watched it, but maybe I will. I did watch.
I think it's an FX show.
Oh, well, then we know, like, the
design.
It's
very good.
Script,
very, very good.
Yeah, I just recently watched all the Alien movies. I haven't
watched them in years.
I had never seen them, and I just kind of watched all of them. I didn't see the new one, Romulus.
No, I think saw the original one years ago, which also brings me to, do you remember that movie, Species?
Yes.
That was another one.
That's also one of those like DVD covers you just like always remember.
Yes.
Yes. There's some
it's like overtly sexual.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh my God. The 90s.
The 90s.
Well, who do you think is your favorite horror villain then, after all?
My favorite horror villain? I mean, I always like Ghostface, and I like that it can change and it's kind of an idea.
It's an idea and a character that can kind of move fluidly through like different people too.
Who's my favorite Ghostface? That's a good question. There's some good ones. Emma Roberts is really good. I think she's a really good Ghostface. The whole there's also the persona or the identity thing. Like, I want to become you.
Yes.
I don't want to be like you. I want to be you.
Be you and wear your skin.
That's horrifying. Debbie Salt might be my favorite. Billy Loomis's mom. Played by the girl from Roseanne. What's her name?
I know what you're talking about.
Laurie Metcalf.
Yes.
And she's just psychotic. And she's like good old fashioned revenge.
Yes.
Debbie Salt, but the OG, Stu Macher and Billy Loomis. You can't beat them. But Debbie Salt gives them a run for the money.
Oh, I love that.
The last one I did not care for. 6, where there was 3 killers.
I feel like I watched that on a plane and I barely remember it.
I didn't really care for it. It's just, it kind of sucks when you get to the end and the reveal is like, mwah, mwah, okay. I didn't really care for that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to make sure that I watch The Faculty this week so that I can come back.
Yeah, what are your favorite? What's your favorite?
I mean, I feel like Ghostface is one that jumps out at me. I've always been fascinated with Leatherface and Pennywise so I feel like they're really evil, magical but not, but and they're kind of creepy as fuck. I don't know. And at Halloween Horror Nights, one of the things I hated the most was when they chase you with
but you can't react
with if the chainsaws. I literally did react once and literally parkoured over park benches. So now it's like a thing. Leatherface freaks me the fuck out.
Okay, did I tell you the last?
I don't like the sound of chainsaws. I don't want to see it. We had our trees trimmed here recently, and I did not want to be here.
I hear that. Do you know I did I tell you? Maybe I did. Last time we went to Hollywood Horror Nights and we did the tram. You've done Hollywood Horror Nights?
Yes.
You know how there's one of them is the tram ride.
Yeah.
The tram ride, which is like an
Goes
hour.
around
It's
and
like,
takes you on
it's
sets
like a
and stuff,
45
yeah.
minute thing. You're on the tram. And then you, at one point, I don't know if you guys did, we get off the tram and we had to walk through a broke down tram car that was 25 ghost faces.
Oh yeah, you
But
did tell me
some
about
of them
this.
were live and most of them
Yeah,
are
like
fake.
I did not do that.
Yeah, that was. I did not do that.
I
Well,
did not do
because
that.
they change them every year.
Yeah, I
So
don't.
this
Yeah,
was-
I must have missed it that year.
Okay, so here's a question I have for you.
Okay.
What do you think are some of the most iconic kill weapons? Villains' iconic weapons.
Well, the chainsaw,
Leatherface's chainsaw.
because oh my god,
The scream, just like that. Really, that blade, and they always like wipe it off. Oh, that one.
This
That's
one.
the scream blade.
this is the scream blade.
And that iconic, like, they wipe the blood off and then come after. I don't know
Yep.
why you have to wipe the blood off, but...
Because you're just
but
gonna
it's
get more
scary.
blood on it. But yeah, that like jumps out to me as just always that chainsaw.
What about, like, Candyman's bees?
See, like I was never like super into Candyman.
I wasn't either, but I hear the new one was amazing.
The new one was good. I also thought that it was less horror and more thriller.
Sure, and we like that.
Yeah, it wasn't so scary.
Yeah, we like that. You think of, like, I think of Jigsaw's, like, that face one that, like, makes your face go...
Well, yeah, those weapons. Well, those are like
And the razor blades we
Traps.
talked about last week. Those are traps.
those are traps.
And that's also
torture traps.
The needle pit. Those are also many different. And what I guess my specific question, or what we're trying to talk about, is the villain and the weapon that can't be separated.
Yeah,
'Cause
then
they
I'll stand with Leatherface and the.
because we have the Wicked Witch's broom. I mean, that's just part of their
It's part of the costume.
part of the costume. Dracula's fangs.
Yeah.
That's his weapon. What are some other iconic weapons? Like, why is there? Does the butcher knife belong to somebody?
I mean, I just think it's.
Sweeney Todd, does he get
That's
that
a Sweeney
one?
Toddy kind of like vibe. Yeah.
I know what you did last summer. The hook.
Yes.
The fisherman's
definitely.
hook. That's one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And like Michael Myers,
the knife.
he had a knife.
He had a knife.
He had a knife. Yeah. I'm trying to like go back on this and be like, Chucky was always just.
A knife or whatever. He was
mischievous.
I think he was thrifty. I think
Yeah,
he's
he's
one of
crafty.
those crafty. What's around him?
Yeah.
That's what I always loved about Buffy is just the cleverness of fighting with things around you. Mm-hmm. I think that made me a better production designer because I'm like, look, everything is a weapon or everything is something I can
You can use, yeah. I feel like I look at movement like that when we have to do like fight scenes or when we're even
You look
choreographing.
around. You
Yeah.
go, what can I use? What would be
Creative.
funny? What can we use as creative? Mm-hmm. Where I do think, like if I ever got into a fight, I'm like, you don't realize my mind would be working 100 miles an hour, being like, what can I kick off of? What can I do?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because there's also like who has guns? Guns are also such a cheap trick that they're not really used a lot in horror movies.
Yes, and I feel like, and then what about like Alien? Like we just said, it's just him. The alien itself is the weapon.
The alien themselves is a weapon. That's Dracula. We're like it's
built in.
It's built in
He
weaponry.
came with a weapon.
It comes with it, but that's still like here's where I'm thinking iconic weapon, where you could have a poster of just the weapon and you know who that is.
Yeah,
Dracula would be two teeth.
And like I said, the chainsaw.
Two teeth. The Jaws also just.
I was gonna say
Jaws.
he's born with it.
He's born
Maybe
with
it's
it.
Maybelline.
Maybe it's Jaws. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Jaws.
We don't know.
We do know actually.
Well, Bobby,
We're not done.
Yes, we're wrapping up.
We are.
We are. We're gonna wrap it up.
What else can we talk about?
No, we're gonna wrap it up this week,
More
and we have
villains.
more Halloween.
You guys, villains.
Oh, Bobby,
We were at 53 minutes.
we're good.
Fine. Everybody, this. I guess
I'm the villain. I'm the ultimate villain
This
now
is the
because I'm
villain.
shutting it down.
actually the ultimate villain out of all these villains, more than any villain we've talked about,
Winnie.
is time.
It's time. Time is always coming for you.
Time is the villain, but
Well,
time
guys,
will kill you.
So thank you for listening to the I Don't Like That podcast. Happy spooky season, and we will see you guys next week.
Don't
Whoa.
die. Or do, but come back.
Come back to life as a go.
I Don't Like That podcast is available wherever podcasts are sold. No, they're free on all those platforms.